Was brutally beaten, robbed, pistol whipped, and forced to basically go get jewelry and money for some robbers. Now, this morning, he was finishing up the Fifi video, okay? That's a video featuring a song with him and Nicki Minaj that's dropping today. By the way, he's been shooting it. By the way, I've seen most of the video, okay? Now, like he does, he shoots extended videos, and the video looks good already from what I saw, but obviously he clearly wanted to get some scenes in Brooklyn, okay? Now, he was doing this early morning, and there's a lot of questions here, and in all transparency, he did call my phone a couple times this morning, but I was sleeping, okay? And I could imagine it's after this happened. So what I could tell y'all right now, he is okay, and clearly he could talk and all of that stuff, but I really don't know his condition or what really happened. I'm going off a TMZ report, okay, which got their story from the police, which got their story from, I don't know, maybe 6IX9INE or whoever else. Now, apparently, he was doing a video. He got to his crib, right? And basically, a vehicle blocked his vehicle, okay, or actually blocked his driveway when he got there, okay? And 3 hooded gunmen hopped out, grabbed him, and they basically forced him into their car, all right? They apparently were driving around with him and basically was threatening him to say, listen, we'll kill your ass if you don't give us what we want. Now, whatever they wanted, what they did get was him giving them $750,000 jewelry and also between $10 or actually $15,000 to $20,000 in cash. So he had to go in the crib, he had to go get the money, bring it out to them motherfuckers, or I don't know if they went with him. I don't know exactly the details, but that's what's being reported. Now, they still didn't let him go. They apparently took him and they were driving around for more shit. Who knows what they were going to do then? Who knows if they were going to kill him, hurt him more? Who knows? But they then drove around with him and somehow he was able to escape, apparently through the back door. Apparently, according to police, 6IX9INE jumped out the vehicle somehow, luckily, and waved down another vehicle, and it was a stranger's car, and he was able to get to the hospital. Police came, and clearly, that's why everything is being reported now. But we do have to say this, okay? This is the exact reason why you cannot be lacking even where you're from. Nobody shows love, okay? And 6IX9INE is saying he's the king of New York. However, and I could tell you this is true, right? When you see 6IX9INE with all whatever you think he's with, bodyguards, security guards, or whoever whatever you think in terms of security and protection, there's this video of like him with a bunch of big dudes in LA. Yeah, that's out of town, okay? And clearly when you don't have that muscle out of town, you're gonna rely on security. But when you're in town, you sometimes feel so comfortable because you feel like those are your people. Also, you feel like you got all the homies that live all around. You may feel like you don't need all of that, okay? However, when you see a situation like this, where niggas got the drop on you, they may know where you stay. They also could track your whereabouts because you're such a noticeable figure and you're such a big name when you're shooting a music video at 4 a.m. and they say, okay, that's what a nigga doing, we're gonna just follow him and wait for him. Now, situations like this happen, okay? Now, he's apparently at the hospital. They're running a bunch of tests, including CT tests and other things, CAT scans and all that. So we'll figure out what it is. I could tell you this when he does contact me directly again. Depending if I can, I will give you guys a proper update. But in all transparency, and I know some people are going to be like, this might be fake to promote a music video. Again, I ain't talked to him. TMZ's coming out with a report. He did call me. I ain't get an answer because the nigga was sleep slumped. But I will say that if the police reports are coming out with these information, I could imagine something happened. Report, okay? Apparently, Tekashi told a version of the story to the cops that don't match up with what TMZ was saying, okay? Now, there's trying to say that, hey, listen, man, the stories probably don't match up because obviously you're a rapper. You can't be looking like you know bitch. But it kind of reveals that TMZ sources might be 6IX9INE people. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, let me just get to the police report. Police report is saying this, all right? That around 4:25 a.m., and from what I was told, I got a little bit more information, he was not shooting more scenes to the music video. The music video is done. Nicki's in it. They shot in LA, okay? He wasn't shooting more footage for the music video because it's not a hood music video, so it really didn't require him being around the streets of Brooklyn, okay? Now, apparently he was editing it with his team, okay? Now, for whatever or however or where that was being done, clearly he was not at his crib. Now, this is where the difference in stories is coming in, because they're saying he was sitting in the vehicle. Then, apparently, his vehicle was bumped by somebody at a red light. Apparently, the guys who bumped him from behind the vehicle, of course, they jumped out of the car. It was two dudes with guns. They stole the driver's iPhone, grabbed 6ix9ine, and dragged him into their car and sped away. Apparently, this is according to law enforcement, this is what is being said on their police report. They're saying that they then went to 6ix9ine's crib, and he called somebody in his crib, maybe his baby mama who was staying with them, and say, yo, come bring down the jewelry, because these niggas about to kill me if I don't give it up, okay? Now, here's the thing, and by the way, I'll point out some inconsistencies in the story. Listen, I don't know, this is so, it sounds odd, right? Just because usually if a nigga is robbing you, they're not robbing you and basically saying, hey, get on the phone and tell somebody to go get the cash, okay? And perhaps maybe that was 6ix9ine's only alternative at 425 if somebody wants cash or a large lump sum, because he's not walking around with a lot of money, and the most expensive thing he owns is his jewelry collection, which was supposedly worth $1 million. Okay, now if you tell me, and again, I am just literally Monday morning quarterbacking and I haven't spoken to him directly yet. If somebody's saying, yo, call somebody else to get the money and they got your gunpoint, you're going to send some subtle hints like, bro, I don't really want to do this. You know what I mean? The person who's getting called is probably going to say, yo, wait, why you tell me to bring all your shit downstairs to a car? Who knows? Okay, but that's what's being reported by the cops. All right. Now, after the person brought whatever down to the vehicle, he then was able to escape after they drove off shortly after. All right. Now, they're saying that 6ix9ine hasn't been cooperating with the cops anymore, and he checked himself into the hospital, but they say they don't know how he was injured, okay? So the cops are saying they didn't hear any reports of injuries, but they're saying 6ix9ine checked into the hospital, and he's injured. So there's a inconsistency with what's going on. Now, what I could tell what's going on is that 6ix9ine needs official security even when he's at home. All right, back to what I said last video. 6ix9ine, the way he rolls in LA, obviously he learned because he can't roll with a bunch of gang members. You don't want to do the check it in thing. You're going to roll with security. In New York, it's straightway shit. He's not really rolling with people like that. He's rolling with his gang. Now, of course, your gang is not a security group, okay? Like, yeah, you're the meal ticket, but they're not going to be around you every waking minute of the day, and sometimes you may not want them to be around you, right? Now, again, because of these situations, you're going to be exposed and you could be lacking in your own city. We saw X, he died in his own state.